Well, hello and welcome back. It's long overdue for me to check in with you, and congratulations on surviving the semester. Um, our last stretch is all about reading. I have a friend who used to do a job for Yale University where he would screen applicants by calling them up, and the question he would ask them is, "So, who are you reading these days?" And they were expected to have a list in their mind of authors who were important to them, books which were guides for them. And I've always thought of this as an important academic skill to be able to talk about authors and books and to have some books up on your mental bookshelf that you just have ready to talk about. So if you don't already have those guiding authors, I hope this last stretch of the semester will help you. Quick example for me, recently discovered Reina Grande and the Distance Between Us, which is her memoir about growing up in Mexico. Her parents cross over to the U.S. and leave her with a grandmother who is a bit difficult, shall we say, but she eventually works her way across the border, puts herself through community college, transfers to UC Santa Cruz, my alma mater, and it's just a well-written, wonderful book. Then in a totally different genre, I highly recommend this trilogy both to adults and kids called The Fog Mound. And the nice thing about this story is that it's text heavy at times, but then it also gives way to full comic book back and forth, sort of a hybrid. And it's about a world where the humans are gone and it's just the animals and storytelling, and it's really amazing. Also, The Shipping News is a book that I read on a cycle. All these books are books that I read every year or every other year. And this one just has very poetic style of a man going off to find himself in Newfoundland. And it's hard to describe, just a great book. You may have read Anne Frank in school and then forgotten about it. But if you haven't read it ever or in a while, it's an amazing book to go back to, not because of all the tragedy of the Nazi occupation and the war and the Holocaust, but the way she writes is just full of life and humor and intelligence. And it's just a really great, inspiring journal to read and maybe get you writing more. So those are some of the books, and now our focus here is going to be you finding your guiding authors.